Here's some of the maggots. They're the enemy in this zone, and the weird floaty skeleton things, which are really, they're actually pretty hard to hit most of the time, so it's not recommended to try and grind on them or anything. And since they're sort of stuck in the area that you find them, it's often not worth fighting them. It's usually easier just to kind of run. But so far the dog's doing all right, which is a good thing. We're gonna grab these. Here's another mini cutscene here. We're in the bug muck. He teaches us, was it fastball, hardball, something like that. Yeah, hardball. Yeah, he sells ingredients. At this point, though, I've realized that at least with Thrax, which is the boss that's coming up, whenever you hit him with alchemy, he'll react poorly. He does a knockback effect, and it just kind of it doesn't do enough damage to justify casting it. It's only really worth doing if you can chain cast it. So at this point, it's somewhat better to just kind of level up your weapons and work on charge shots. I mean, the alchemy is probably good for taking out the bonus parts of his body to get extra experience, but for fighting the parts that matter, it's risky, really. Okay, how many petals do I have? Because it's usually best to just carry 5 on you at all times. When you start to carry, if you try and maintain 6 on you, the enemies drop petals at such frequency that... Why am I following the dog, Sniff? Come on, where are you going? Okay, well, whatever. It's generally a good idea to kind of keep room in your inventory for any bonus ones that you might pick up, just because you don't want to end up caught with your pants down. Although I could see the merits of having them, or at least you want to use like a petal before you pick up anything on the ground. Okay, good. The dog's getting to a point where he could actually hurt things, which is useful. But he's still kind of getting hit stupidly, so... There's the entrance to the Thrax's lair. But we're going to take a quick detour and, get our shit pushed in. Because I believe there's something up here, although I could be completely wrong. Yep, completely wrong. Oh well. We're gonna... How much money do I have anyway? Yeah, we're gonna take a detour and head back to the Fire Eyes Village and buy the stuff, because then by the time we get back, we'll have the levels that we need, and we'll be able to, we'll have more armor. It'll just be better overall. Just have more levels, better armor. maybe another weapon level. Cool. Okay. So good, and the dog leveled up as well. So here we could see how the weapon levels work. They charge up and then do a substantially more damage. So it's generally worth charging up. And unlike Secret of Mana, where charged up weapons would cause you to move slower while you're holding it, it doesn't do that in this, so it's generally worth just keeping things fully charged, because it's just convenient to be able to hit an enemy for twice as much damage on like the first strike. Well, and with most bosses, it's kind of rare that you get. You'll generally be able to only hit them like once, and then they have a phase of invulnerability. Like with Thrax, when you hit him in the chest, he'll knock you back. When the Vipers, when you hit one, they'll retreat. With Salabog, when you hit him, he'll go underwater. So with Magmar, when you hit him, he'll, turn into... He'll jump into the lava pits. So it's very rare that an enemy, when you hit them, won't have an invulnerable stage. I think only about a fourth of them do. Or at least, although the invulnerable stage will vary from boss to boss, some will actually become invulnerable. Most of them will simply just move to a position where they can't be hit again. So, with spamming spells, it is somewhat useful to spam them, but sometimes only the first one will do damage, and then the rest will just miss, which is somewhat shitty. Oops. Hopefully the dog will level up shortly. Whoops. Hitting these guys and being hit by them is a very weird thing. There we go. Cool. Hopefully the dog levels up so he gets a full heal. I don't want to have to heal him again. So this is the broken bridge maze. Whenever you cross one that you're not supposed to cross, it will cross. It will crumble behind you and force you to go down the slides down the side. But I'm not gonna. I remember like the first half of it, so I think this is where I get iffy. Come on, dog, don't die. We need to get him away from anything that can hurt him. I'm really not liking this. No. Get away from my dog. He's not high enough level to deal with you. Still? Oh, God damn it. There's going to be a maggot right underneath that bridge. Oh, this one. My bad. God damn it. I'm going to heal him, and then he's going to, level up. And it's going to upset me. 10 talents. Useful. Okay. Say that as I am getting my ass kicked, so who am I to judge, really? Some roots. Wow. Okay. So if you ever actually look at a zoomed out map of this game, or of this area, of the bug muck in particular, you'll notice that it's basically shaped like a giant ant. These are its legs, and we went into its butt, abdomen, whatever you want to call it. Petal. Okay, cool. Cool. It is always nice when you get to the point where you can one-shot enemies with your weapons. Petal. Okay, cool. And then over this way, I believe there's a biscuit. So through this room is the boss, but I don't necessarily want to fight the boss yet. It'd be better for me to try and level up before trying to face the boss, simply because leveling up gives me full health. So... okay. So this is Thrax, I believe. He is technically the first boss in the game, if you want to consider the Vipers mini-bosses, which they, for the most part, are. He spawns 4 of these guys whenever they come down. Whenever you kill all 4 of them, he'll just respawn more. He does some pretty heinous knockback effects. He does Acid Rain, which can basically level your character in like a death way, not like a positive way. So it's usually in the regular game good to keep in pretty decent health. I don't know how much you could do in this one. Oh yeah, he could still hit pretty hard, but so can we. Oh, dog is dead. We're gonna use a biscuit on his butt. Now the arms don't really do much. They're only particularly useful as... ooh, I'm not in good positions. Pedal. They can hit you, but for the most part, in the regular game, you could just destroy them with alchemy and get some extra experience. Ooh, Acid Rain, not good. It's generally best to never worry about the maggots. The dog can generally take care of them for you. At a certain point, I think he just stops closing his chest cage. He is the monster that's depicted on the box art, but he looks completely different in-game. And I don't particularly understand why. But whatever. I hope this doesn't kill me. Okay. We're gonna nectar it up. I'm glad I bought some, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have any healing items. There we go. So with Thraxstead, we receive our first axe, and this is where I'm calling this video.